Hello guys and welcome to the Season 2 review episode. I haven't done one like this on the channel before, so it's the first time, so please let me know in the comments if you enjoy it, if it's something you'd like to see again moving forward at the end of other seasons. We're just going to have a look at a few things in this episode about the previous season and look ahead to next season as well. Okay, so of course you guys know we won the league. We went up as champions, 87 points from 38 games. 27 wins there and a goal difference of 52. Very, very impressive. In terms of goal scorers, we didn't have anyone getting a load of goals during the season. Isidore had 11, Bekiroglu had 11, and if you look here, Dovedan had 9. He only joined in January as well. So between those three, they had 31 goals between them. So the goals were spread throughout the team rather than just have one or two people that was going to get us quite a few. In terms of average ratings, we were superb. Nico Williams and Per Schurz get the top average ratings in the league with a 7.45. And if you look slightly lower down, Yannick Marchand, Bruno Jordao and Efkan Bekiroglu all in the top 5 or 6 as well in terms of average rating. I did say at the beginning of the season as well, I think those midfield three are going to be quite important, and those were the three that played there throughout the whole season for us. They've all chipped in, haven't they? Goals, assists, solid defensive work, fitting into the system perfectly. It would be nice to have all three of them again next season. We also had a few players get a few assists over the season. Nico Williams got 13 from 31 games and Bekiroglu got 9 from 34. It would be nice to sign Nico Williams permanently, but I just don't think it's going to happen with the finances we've got. It may be a case of just trying to loan him for as long as possible until he wants to join. He's got 2 years left on his contract at Liverpool as well, with an optional extension by 1 year. So he could still be at Liverpool for the next 3 years. Hopefully he's just with them but playing for us. In terms of clean sheets as well, Andre Weiss, I really wanted to strengthen our goalkeepers at the beginning of the season. That's why I let the other two go on freeze and I signed him. He's kept 27 clean sheets in 35 appearances, which is astounding. It's a superb record. He's only conceded 11 goals all season. You've got to think Andre Weiss should be a candidate for Player of the Year, having such a good season. His average rating though, only a 6.8, so he deserves better. Okay, looking at the squad, I'm going to sort it by goals, assists, and then average rating over the season, so we can see how different players have contributed. So in terms of goals, as we said before, Bekiroglu and Isidore chipping in with 11 goals apiece. Superb from the midfielders. Dovedan with 9 goals. Nollenberger got 8. Per Schurz, one of our centre-backs, got 8 goals as well. Largely from corners, I think, but he's been a threat all season. And then after those guys, Ryan Edmondson, Jordao, March and Brass all chipping in with goals here and there, which has been a help over the season. In terms of assists, Nico Williams led the way with 13. Bekiroglu had 9. Klassen, March and Isidore all had 6. And then a few more from the likes of Jordao, Gubel and Brass. But if we look at that in a bit more depth, Nico Williams plays the right back role. He got 13 assists. Isidore plays the right wing role. He got 11 goals and 6 assists. So it goes to show that we focused on our right wing quite a lot, and it was quite important to us having such a successful season. On the other side was mainly Klassen and Nonnenberger. They still chipped in with a fair share of goals and assists throughout the season, just not as influential as our right-hand side. And average ratings over the season, we can see the most influential players for us. Try not to count Gubel because he only played 5 games. Dovedan we can count because he would have played a lot more had he been here sooner. But some of our really important and better players played a big role this season. Nico Williams, Schurz, Marchand, Bekiroglu, Jordao all played superbly, averaging over a 7.3. Dovedan averaged a 7.2 in 15 games. Can you imagine what he might have done if we had him for the whole season? Klassen, Bråsen, Isidore and Kurin Mol make up the rest of the players, and Nollenberger's there, that achieved a 7 average rating or higher. But a lot of those boys we just mentioned were the starters. They were the first 11, so it's nice to see them performing well. But some of the boys we haven't mentioned, Fosu Mensah, Edmondson, Brass, Dylan George, Stefan Lex is in there. A few guys that were bit part players throughout the season still did their bit. And speaking of records in the last episode, the 11 games we've won in a row is a new 3-Liga record. The 87 points we've achieved this season is a new 3-Liga record. The 7 games in a row without conceding is a new team record. And our total of 27 matches won in a single season is a new team record as well. So it's been really productive. Andre Weiss as well, breaking records himself, keeping 27 clean sheets. Again, a new team record. The previous record was 15, so he's absolutely blown that out the water. Interesting to see the end of season awards. Nico Williams was the fans' player of the season with 34% of the vote. Schurz came second, Marchand came third. Again, surprising to see Andre Weiss not there. He was, however, our signing of the season, a free transfer from Cologne. Again, like I said, I wanted to improve the goalkeeper, and we seem to have definitely done that. Nico Williams was the young player of the season. He's been very productive, superb. He's a must to try and keep here. And the goal of the season was one of Efkan Bekiroglu's goals. I'm sure it was a screamer. We'll watch it. I remember the one. Isidore found him, and it must have been a volley, because that is stupendous. 2 amazing goals in this game, and this one got goal of the season. So, congratulations, Efkan Bekiroglu. In terms of the dynamics, team cohesion is good, the dressing room atmosphere is excellent, the managerial support is excellent, there's lots of green here, we generally can't complain at all. A few people want to leave, I think their contracts are expiring anyway, so they weren't a part of the team really this season, so we're not going to miss them next season. I've got quite a lot of support in the team as well, which is nice. 24 players support me, 3 have no real opinion, 0 players oppose me, which I find is quite important. Also, a very quick update on the teams we're going to be playing next season. Würzburg have come up by the playoffs, so we're going to be playing them again. They join ourselves and Dynamo Dresden in the Bundesliga 2, where Karlsruhe, Kaiserslautern and Wiesbaden have been relegated. Freiburg and Union Berlin have been promoted. And coming down from the Bundesliga, of course, we're going to be playing a few top-tier, well, what were top-tier teams next season. Fortuna Düsseldorf and Hannover 96, so it'll be a good test against those guys. A very quick look at the manager profile as well. Seems to be lots of green and some bluey lines, which are still quite good, I guess. Apparently I avoid talking to the press. I don't think I do. The door's always open to my players. I'm fluent now in English and in German. You knew it was going to happen. Hallo und willkommen in Deutschland! It's taken 2 seasons, but we're fluent in German. Nobody's got a bad opinion of me, which is nice. Career stats, we won 57% of our games. We've lost 20 out of 76, which is quite a good record, I think. A tactical style of tiki-taka. The preferred formation is what we've played this season, 4-1-4-1 with a defensive midfielder. And apparently I'm known for a possession-based style of play and wanting a high-tempo pressing game. So, and if you guys wanted to have a quick look at my managerial attributes, there they are. We're not very good at goalkeeping training. We're not. Not at all. Everything else, though, quite well-rounded. To finish off, we'll look at the club vision going into next season. The culture, they want us to develop players using the club's youth system. I'm more than happy to do that. The 5-year plan, they want us to work within the wage budget, which we're going to have to do anyway because we don't have much money. And next season, they just want us to finish in the relegation playoff, which is low expectations. I'd like to aim a little bit higher than that. Continuing on from next season, they just like us to remain in the Bundesliga 2, or at least attempt to remain in the Bundesliga 2. So I kind of feel this season is a bit of a free swing to see where we can finish and what we can do. In terms of the manager performance, we get an A-, a bit annoying it's not an A or an A+, but we'll take it. The board are delighted with the leadership qualities I'm demonstrating, no criticisms, some good highlights there, very, very happy, lots of green, which is obviously good. There you go then, looking at the confidence summary and the breakdown of the grades, it is very, very nice to look at. A B- is the lowest we get, a few A's in there, a B+, overall, nothing negative at all, nothing bad. Okay, we are going to leave the episode there. If you've enjoyed it, please leave a like. If you want to see more, please subscribe to the channel. As I said, this episode is kind of different to what we normally do. It's the first time I've done a little season review, so please, in the comments, let me know if it's something you enjoyed, if there's anything you wanted to see that I didn't show you, and if it's something that I can do moving forward at the end of every season as well. We'll be back tomorrow evening at 7 PM with a transfer update of the business we've done so far, and the first game of our season in the Bundesliga 2. So I look forward to seeing you guys there. Take care. Goodbye.